Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick-a-Card Tarot readings for the week of March 11th. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have information you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I also live stream on TikTok on Friday mornings, you should check it out, it's fun. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks I have for you. We have the Tarot de Marseille with Red Jasper, the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot with Aquamarine, and the Dark Mansion Tarot with Snowflake Obsidian. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one, and as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps right below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. So let's turn over the cards. Oh no, I think I set it up this way. Ooh, wow, a lot of cups. Well, okay, the 10 of cups kind of gave me some hype, I'm sure you understand. And while I'm on the topic and arranging your cards, just remember to remember to forget what you think you know about Tarot with Marseille. I do read that a bit differently. All right, it's a very shiny, bright day, so the lighting might change right now. Actually, this is driving me nuts. I can see a bit of the card under this Knight of Wands, and okay, it's a 6 of Swords. I don't know how I'm going to read this, but it was honestly driving me nuts. All right, let's see if a cloud shows up. Okay, so there's a definite theme of accomplishment in this vibe. However, the thing that's throwing me for a loop and kind of making this reading branch out into all sorts of different directions is how this Page of Cups relates to the 10 of Cups. Because something that I say all the time is that pages are graduated aces. It can be, you know, it's an ace that has already gone through the cycle of ace to 10, right? So the 2 main ways that these 2 cards can relate to each other. Oh, and before I forget to mention, we all have the entire deck inside of us. Any card can be any gender. I'm reading these as 2 different people. More on that shortly. So coming back to this, the 2 main ways that these 2 cards relate. It could be the accomplishment of bringing the 10th cup and putting it there to really, you know, spike the ball in the end zone or whatever. The other way it can play, and this is also good too, but not on the surface, which is why I sounded ominous for a second there, is that this completion is basically the graduation and the beginning of a new cycle. So I don't know if this Page of Cups, and since this is a collective reading, I'm probably both are possible, right? So either this page is bringing the 10th cup to like really, you know, put that final finishing touch on whatever this project is, or it is the ascension and the beginning of a new cycle that you are starting over, you know, after having accomplished whatever this 10 of Cups represents for you. So obviously this is cups, this is, you know, happy emotions type of vibes, right? And the other thing that I want to point out is that we have double 7s here. So this is the confidence that comes after having succeeded already. So having these 2 7s flanking or whatever the reading, being the other 2 cards that isn't this 3 of Wands is what I'm trying to say, is very nice. I'm really liking this. Now we come to how this Page of Cups and Knight of Wands relate. And obviously the 3 of Wands, the matching suit to this Knight, is the glue that sticks them together. And again, this is one of these things that it depends how they relate to each other. So obviously, first of all, we have an odd card in the middle. Actually, all of these are odd cards except for the 10, obviously. But there's a sense of dynamism and instability. But given the overall vibe of this reading, I'm reading it more as, you know, good instability. But this this Knight of Wands here, like, how is he making this grow, basically? Is it the page? Because we have a page and a knight, right? So knights are more experienced than pages, right? In the tarot family, the knight is the page's big brother, you know? If I remember that right. Anyway, yeah, actually, that is it. They're Sorry, I got distracted. So either we have the old dog learning new tricks from the new guy, or we have the veteran bringing assistance to the lesser experienced person to help him bring the final cup or to help him ascend to the new cycle or whatever. So those are kind of the main ways that this, on the surface, simple looking spread branches out into all sorts of directions. And again, since this is a collective reading, I just wanted to acknowledge all of those possibilities. I hope that was helpful because I honestly don't think I've left much on the table. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay. Don't panic with that devil. Obviously, the devil probably has something to do with the fact that most of your reading is reversed, but let's not panic. How's this? Ooh, yeah. It's a very sunny day. There might be a cloud coming by right now. Okay, group 2, I have enough to at least start. The risk for you for this week is one of distraction, because obviously we have the Queen of Coins at the bottom of the deck here. I was thinking this while it was paused, so I might as well just go on this rant really briefly. The Queen of Coins is probably the card in the deck that I'm the least comfortable with. I always end up spamming the words patience and focus when she comes up, and I haven't really taken the time to deepen my relationship with this queen in particular. However, her being at the bottom of the deck underpinning the entire reading is really clarifying what this Four of Cups devil combination might have to say. And now we circle back to the distraction risk. I have the feeling that whether the distraction is in the form of people or old thought patterns or ways of being or ways of interpreting that thing that that person who annoys you does that you've told them a million times, and if they do it again, it must be personal for you, right? That's the only reason. That kind of shit, that could be a potential distraction. But the message, and it's funny too that we have the King and Queen of Coins, obviously, but the message is to consider what's practical in the long term. And I also find it interesting that these two swords are pointing to either the King of Coins or the devil. And before I forget to mention this, I have to give this caveat because this might be one of the things that the devil is saying here. I want to remind you that the chains around these people's necks are loose fitting. That's why I call the devil the temptation card, because it is a card of falsely believing that you are bound to something that you are not. And maybe that might be what gives you the freedom to make the choices that are good in the long term, instead of, needlessly staying chained to a block while some person who doesn't care for you is literally burning your tail. So yeah, that it felt like a mic drop, but I know there's more here, so I'm gonna keep going here. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna stare at this some more. I threw myself off. Yeah, okay, this is what I almost forgot to mention. So the Three of Coins is what's giving me the coworker or collaboration on a project type of thing. And yeah, having this Devil Three of Coins reverse combo is what is making me want to give you the warning about, that annoying person who does the thing that you've warned them about, and it must be personal if they do it again. Because I have the feeling that that might be one of the things that might distract you. It is the clearest part of this whole reading is you are being invited to reject this cup. Do not take the cup. That is the clearest part of of this reading. However, what this cup is for you is the part that could be anything, which is why I just wanted to remind you, because again, we have the ultimate trickster here. Spinning his web of lies and illusions. And it's hard to trust yourself to make the right choices when when the world is throwing shit at you. So try to give yourself the patience and the space to make those decisions for this week. But yeah, this is not the week to succumb to distractions. Yeah, that is a mic drop. So I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Yeah, actually. All right, group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. As always, your cards will obviously be in the shot. It'll just be a question of whether or not they're straight. Oh, yeah. So I sometimes misidentify cards. So this is the 8 of Cups, the Tower. Don't panic. This is, what is this? The Hanged Man reversed. This is the Empress reversed. This is one of the cards I've misidentified in the past. And in the middle, we have the 2 of Coins reversed with, what is this? The 5 of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let us see this. This should be straight for you, actually. Okay, good. There might be a cloud that passes while I'm staring, but I'll see you right now. All right, group 3, the overall vibe of this message is don't let the shit hitting the fan stop you from moving forward. But on the flip side, don't take it out on the people around you either with this 5 of Swords reversed, like underpinning the entire reading. I'm not sure when the best, I guess now is the best time to mention it, because something made me chuckle while I was staring at these cards, and I kind of latched onto that to clarify the entire reading. And it's the Hanged Man reversed. The thing about the Hanged Man is when the Hanged Man is in reverse, in the traditional deck, the Hanged Man reverse looks like he's standing normally. However, in this particular Hanged Man, I guess this is in lieu of putting a halo over his head. The way that this Hanged Man is represented in this card is that his head is twisted so that he's looking at the world right side up anyway, which means that when the Hangman is in reverse, now he's looking at the world upside down, and that's what made me chuckle. And the way that this fits into the rest of the reading here, and this is especially, basically confirmed with the eight of Cups being, at the top of your cross or whatever, is one of the warnings of the Hanged Man is one of stagnation, because yes, there is illumination that comes from looking at things from a different perspective and all that great stuff, but the Hanged Man is hanging on a tree. He's not going anywhere. So there's that danger too, where you really do need, if you want to bring about the change and the transformation that comes from this new perspective, you got to get moving, So that kind of brings this meaning of the Hanged Man reverse, like in that particular flavor of the Hanged Man, to the forefront. And from here, it's really just a question of remembering that no matter what, the people around you are doing the best they can as well. We're all doing the best we can, group 3. And the reason I'm saying this is because sometimes when the shit hits the fan and your illusions get popped and that thing that you thought you needed is no longer there, and you might never get it back or whatever, and you're kind of forced to learn the hard way that you never needed it at all. That's one of the messages of the Tower. It's very easy and tempting to lash out at people. So if you try to remember that you're all on the same team, that's what can kind of help you juggle your emotions and what you want to get done. That part just came to me now as I was saying them. I knew that the 2 of Coins reverse was like juggling and being out of balance and shit, but the whole balancing your emotions with the greater picture, that's almost certainly what this 2 of Coins reverse means. It makes too much sense to me in anything else. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up by summarizing the whole thing again. When the shit hits the fan, it's very easy to panic and to wonder what to do. Don't let that stop you from moving forward, but also remember that we're all doing our best and we're all in this situation, and to not just needlessly take it out on people. Yeah, that is a wrap. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you can use the timestamps to jump ahead a couple seconds. All right, let's see what we can do as far as setting it up quickly. I'm not satisfied with how quickly I set up this shot. This should be good. All right, Group A, your card is Splitting Apart. This is I Ching hexagram number 23. Depending on the tarot reading I gave you, don't panic. The keywords are impermanence, collapse, deterioration, separation, let go, surrender, eliminate the old, death. Don't panic. I will stare at this card for a moment. All right, the only words in here that are helpful to repeat are let go, surrender, and eliminate the old. This is a pretty clear invitation to make a clean break with what is no longer serving you. That is such a catch-all phrase that I'm a little angry with myself, honestly, for even speaking that. But it is the simplest way to summarize the vibe. Try to do an audit and make sure that the things that you need are really needed. And if ever you end up having something that you needed taken from you in any way, try to include that in the audit and to double check how it was either useful to you in any way. This is kind of like a tower in the sense that it pops illusions and lets you realize the hard way that the things that you thought you needed, you never needed, which is kind of what I was trying to get at. Hey, this isn't even editor Sid. This is Sid from a few minutes later. I was so curious. I haven't even picked up my tarot cards yet. I went right to my I Ching book and looked this up. I'm obviously not going to read you the entire thing, but check these two lines out. The lines of the hexagram present the image of a house, the top line being the roof. And because the roof is being shattered, the house collapses. Booyah! I'm pretty sure hexagram number 23 reads that way too. I'm going to check that out later. Anyway, Group B, your card is Community. Well, that is a crying contrast. But actually, let me stare at this card for a second. Okay, this is too cute. I have to show you. This is like a giraffe and a baby giraffe and all the animals, you know, the birds flying in the background and all that shit. I think this is an invitation to celebrate and also a reminder that we're all in this together and to really not necessarily close ranks. That's kind of the opposite of what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the relationships that are dear to you, really cherish them and hold on to them this week. Yeah, this is a good week for that. I mean, the card is Community, the vibe is obvious, and how it fits into your reading should also be obvious, honestly. I'm looking at the bottom of the 3 decks that I set up, and I really don't have anything to add. Group C, your card is Kater. This is the crown. Ooh. There are twice as many non-Sephiroth cards for every Sephiroth card, so I'm always excited when I pick a Sephiroth. Let me stare at this for a second. Yep, this is pretty clear. I mean, Kater is the crown of the Tree of Life, represented pretty clearly by how there's a ball on this angel's head and it's splitting out into different directions. It's the crown spirituality, but the message here is clear. What would the best version of yourself do? Or what would Jesus do? Or what would your favorite role model that you're trying to emulate do? This is the question to keep in mind. Wow, I was so adamant. I might have leaned into the... No, okay, the camera's on the other end. Anyway, that is the key question for you to take with you, Group C. What would the best version of yourself or what would your favorite role model do? This is what you're being invited to ponder. Group D, your card is Peace. Look at that. This is awesome. And for one of the readings in particular, it's probably a relief. So here's the, well, depending actually. This is a message to, in life you have to care, but not that much. I think that that sentence, combined with all 3 tarot readings that I gave and this card, is kind of the best way to tap into the energy of peace, no matter what tarot reading I gave you. Because the thing that made me say that too is the color. I love this deck so much because the color codes are actually pretty explicit. And the fact that peace is gray, is implying a neutrality that you're being invited to embody as an instrument so that you can carry the olive branch where it needs to go. That was a mic drop, so I'm going to end the whole reading, the video there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give this video a like. I hope you all have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.